Hi, welcome to part 3 of my multiple bounce roll series where I take rolls from my students and my fellow drum teachers and we slow them down super slow and look at every individual bounce to see what's going on and see what kind of things we can learn about rolls from that. So here we go, more students, more teachers, and me once again. So as usual, I'm going to start with myself. I play triple strokes consistently between my hands. I overlap the triples so that it almost sounds like a flam between the hands, and the volume's pretty consistent, makes for a nice even roll. So Gabe here just learned to roll recently, so we got to cut him some slack. He's also using 2 different sticks, and I don't know why. But in general, he rolls really, really fast. It sounds okay, but he gallops his hand motions, and that's kind of what ruins it. So Seth here is doing a consistent 4 bounces on each hand, but the 4th bounce is really too quiet to actually hear, so it kind of presents itself as a little bit of a gap in the sound. He also sometimes has a left hand that's really loud. Maya actually has a very consistent roll. She's typically getting 3 bounces per hand. There's no overlap, but there isn't much gap either. Her only sort of drawback is that her right hand is louder than her left. So I think this is Sydney. It doesn't really matter, but I can't remember whose roll this actually is. Anyway, sometimes it's triples, a couple times doubles sneak in there, so it sounds good, but it's kind of in between a triple and a double. So Mike is another drum teacher, and so as you would expect, his roll is really pretty good. What's kind of interesting about it is that he overlaps going from left to right, but not from right back to left. That's the only inconsistency. So Mike's a big jazz guy, and so I had him play a traditional grip roll just to see if there was a difference, and of course there is a difference. It's kind of interesting. He sort of subconsciously swings the bounces when playing traditional. So since Carl and Mike have both played traditional and they're both my fellow teachers, I thought I would join them in doing a traditional grip roll. I just started playing traditional grip like 5 years ago, as opposed to the 21 that I've been playing matched, so it's not as good. I still overlap my triples with a kind of flam sound, but it's just not as consistent of a roll. So what we've learned from this series is basically that triple strokes that overlap, that are the same volume between hands, and the timing of the hands is even back and forth, those are the best rolls. If you do anything else, your roll quality is likely to go down. Essentially, Mike here had the second best roll to mine of this whole series, so good job, Mike. If you think your roll is better, feel free to prove it. Send me the video, or at least a link to the video, and I'll acknowledge it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and good luck with your rolls.